What's up, guys? I'm gonna do a quick week 15 recap here since, like I said earlier, I was trying some things out, trying to get the quality back up, and it kind of failed again. Not gonna lie. Instead of using OBS to record, I used the 4K capture utility to record since I have voiceover anyway. Figured might as well just record there. So I did that, and I don't know, it seemed to record perfectly fine. But then when I went to after it was all done recording, went to my video editor, the file was like 7 hours and like 50 minutes long. And I don't know what happened because you can hear the Madden gameplay going on, but it's just a black screen for like the first 45 minutes, which would have been the whole game. And then it's just black screen with nothing for another 7 hours, which was very weird. I don't know. I don't get what happened, but right now, I'll just do a recap here as we take our second L in week 15 against the Broncos, 36-29. And let me tell you, this game was crazy. As you can see in the first quarter, we ended up getting a safety on them, and I don't remember if that was right away or later in the quarter, but we ended up getting a safety on them, and by half it was 14-12, so kind of an interesting score at half. Third quarter, we ended up getting a field goal, so that put us at 15, and then they ended up getting 8 points. Trying to figure out how. Maybe they went for 2 and got it. But yeah, that put them up 22-15. So they had a 7-point lead, and then we each scored 14 later on. And if you want to look at the stats here, offensive yards gained, we had 398 to their 236. So that's pretty amazing. Rushing yards, they had a good day on the ground, I'm not gonna lie. 120 compared to our 66. But anyway, pass yards, we did good defensively there. I mean, they had more rushing yards than passing yards. Otherwise, first downs we had more, but what really killed us was turnovers. My quarterback had 3 interceptions and I think a fumble even, and that really killed us. But the 3 interceptions were receivers kind of just running weird routes, I guess. Like, I think a couple of them are probably good interceptions, but like at least one of them I know for sure was that the receiver got kind of hit on his route, and then my quarterback just like threw it way in front and got picked off. So, you know, that happens. Oh wait, no. Another interception was, a lot of actually interceptions were my quarterback getting pressured right away and the D-line catching it because I'm trying to throw the ball away. But he had 3 interceptions. We'll get onto that later on. Other than that, time of possession, we kill him. Let's go to the player stats. So, player stats, you have me, or my quarterback, throwing for 374 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. Like I said earlier, I kind of explained how the interceptions went, but Derek Carr didn't have that impressive a day. He had 139 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. And I'm gonna see if it doesn't show if my quarterback fumbled at all, but I believe he fumbled on a strip sack. He did get sacked 3 times, but he was pressured, I believe, the whole game. Like, I did not have any time to throw the ball. Even on quick passes, he had no time. Rushing, Damian Harris, he went off. I don't know, he might have broke a long one. Yeah, 64-yarder he broke. And he had 2 touchdowns, so a great game for him. Saquon Barkley, he had 3 yards average. I mean, it's not good, not great. It's just average. And then, yep, my quarterback had 1 of 10 for 10 yards and he ended up fumbling it. As I even had Tyreek involved a little bit with a 1 of 10 for 8 yards, and I don't know what happened, how it went down. So receiving, it was Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce as usual for us. You know, 161 yards, 136. Tyreek Hill with 3 touchdowns. And Bateman for them with 62 reception yards, so 3 receptions. So he was their top receiver. Blocking, let's not go into that, but defense, Dante Hightower for them was the lead tackler with 6, and then Adrian Amos with 5 for us. Interceptions, now this should be a lot. Dante Hightower had 1, let's see, so it was a middle linebacker had 1, a cornerback, and 2, okay. So maybe the D-line did not intercept it, but still, 3 interceptions is 3 interceptions, so But Anthony Harris, I believe I used that one, and then Denzel Ward picks up another one, which he's having an amazing season. Did we ever get any touchdowns on this? No, we did not. We had no defensive touchdowns. Kicking, let's go over back this way. Justin Tucker was 2 for 2, so excellent there. Nothing to complain about. And their kicker didn't have to do a field goal. Punting, you know, you can look at the stats. I don't really need to explain that too much. Kick returns. And we'll get on to D.D. Westbrook here because this was just amazing what happened. I'll tell you guys a little story about what happened at the end of the game, but yeah, there's kick returns for you. Punt returns, nothing too exciting. And so we're going to go back to the score. And this is what happened. So I believe they had the lead by 7. We drove down, we scored a touchdown, and then we tied it up. And I'm trying to remember what happened. Oh, no, maybe we had the lead by 7. They drove down the field, tied it up, and yeah, let me think. I think what happened here. So we had the lead by 7. They drove down the field. Or did they? Oh my, I can't even think right now. But anyway, so what happened was, okay, I got it. So it's a tie game, and we're gonna get the ball back late in the 4th. And I'm doing a kick return like normal. D.D. Westbrook's returning. And this has never happened before for our team, but the blocker, I think Gunnar or Chesky or however his name you say it, he was blocking ahead of me, and he legit got pancaked right in front of me. And with Madden's physics, they automatically made my guy hurdle him. And when he hurdled him, D.D. Westbrook got flipped in the air and fumbled it, and then they ended up recovering it, returning it to the house. They had a 7-point lead. And we basically drove down the field in like 40 seconds, tied it back up. And what happened was, they were driving down the field. It was getting within like a minute left in the game. They were driving down the field, and I just had to let them get a touchdown. So that's what I did. We had no timeouts. I let them get a touchdown, 36-29. And we tried moving the ball down the field with like 40 seconds left, and we couldn't do it. We lost 36-29. But yeah, I've never seen like that fumble, and then just the guy gets, that was just the worst luck. The guy gets pancaked in front of me. He fumbles it, gets flipped in the air. They return it for a touchdown. Like, that was the worst thing that happened. And what really sucked is we were the away team, so we were fighting momentum the whole time. My screen was shaking, and they had, I believe the Broncos had something like, I couldn't see my plays. Like, they were all fumbled and messed up when pre-snap, so it was hard to tell where routes my receivers were running too, so that kind of helped with the interceptions because I kind of messed that up. But yeah, they just had it so it messed up my routes, and I couldn't tell which one, so that was a struggle fighting that off. But it was just unfortunate at the end. We lost 36-29 week 15 against the Broncos. Week 16's coming up, and I got my OBS to work back again, so we'll have gameplay there. Won't be choppy, won't be buffering, like it'll look pretty clear hopefully. That's all I have in this video, so if you stayed this long hearing me ramble and talk, congratulations. I probably want to do it myself, but anyway, see you next week. Peace out.